Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today let's talk about shipping from China. Today we are going to talk about shipping cost calculation, how the shippers they calculate the shipping cost for your goods both by air and by sea. We are also going to talk about how to save on shipping cost from China. In the next video I'm going to share with you some tips about drop shipping from China, about shipping times and more. So when talking about shipping from China, about shipping cost calculation, many always wonder how much it will cost for them to ship their goods from China. They are scared that the shipping cost might be too high, or maybe the shipper might add some kg or might do the calculation that he doesn't understand. How to calculate the shipping cost? When you send the goods to the shipper or to the shipping company, they have to measure your goods, and the shipping costs also depend on the nature of your goods. For example, you have many kinds of goods and many different shipping costs for liquids, for battery goods, for normal goods, and so on. We talk about it in another video. So about the calculation, how to calculate, you have an electronic scale. Put your goods on the electronic scale and you can see the weight. But now some shippers, they might do some tricks on the weight and to add some more kg. So you also have to check if your shipper is honest with you about the weight of your goods when shipping. So we just put on an electronic scale and it shows the weight, and the shipper will tell you how much is it per kg to ship to your country by air, or mostly by air when we talk about kg. Salut à tous. Pour tous ceux qui s'expriment bien en français, je suis en train de parler de l'expédition des colis à partir de la Chine. Comment calculer le poids de vos colis quand vous expédiez par avion ou par bateau. Donc si vous avez toute question à me poser, vous pouvez laisser en commentaire. Merci. Your goods are calculated by the weight, the gross weight, but also sometimes by the volume. For example, if your goods is lightweight and the volume is big, of course the shipper will have to measure your box or your carton to know what is the volume of your goods weight, because most of the time by express we calculate the bigger weight is the one who will be charged. If the gross weight is bigger, you'll be charged the gross weight, but if the volume weight is bigger, you'll be charged the volume weight. Maybe your supplier told you that your goods is 5 kg, but your supplier didn't tell you the measurement of your box, and maybe your supplier also doesn't know anything about shipping. So I will advise you the best way to know the final shipping cost for your goods is to get your goods from your supplier and send it to the shipper, and then the shipper will measure again the weight and the size of your goods to tell you the final shipping cost. Your supplier may help you to inquire from the shipping agent how much will cost the shipping for your goods to your country, but the final decision will come from the shipper, who will double check before telling you the final shipping cost. Now let's go by sea. By sea, I will tell you that the price is also calculated based on the volume, but also the weight. Now it's like the opposite. If your goods it's small but too heavy, you'll be charged additional cost for the overweight, because The containers have allocation. For example, a 20-foot container who have the capacity of about 32 cbm can load only 15 tons of goods. So just imagine you have many customers, have many small goods but too heavy. The container might go half empty because too many small goods that are heavy. But the shipping company must charge people for those weight or heavyweight goods. So you see that even by sea, both the weight, the gross weight, and the volume weight are calculated. Most of the time it's by volume. Also, some people sometimes they think that when it's a 40-foot container, it will be the double of 20-foot container. No, the 40-foot containers are mainly for lightweight goods. For example, the 40-foot container it's about 68 cbm, but can only load 25 tons. So it's not the double of the 20-foot container. 20-foot container is about 15 tons, but 40-foot container will allow you to load about 25 tons of goods. So it's for especially for goods that are lightweight. So you see, even by sea, it's both calculated by the gross weight and by the volume weight. Now let's talk about how to save on the shipping cost when shipping from China. The first advice I will give you is to buy middle-sized goods. Avoid buying lightweight goods that has big volume. This way you will spend a lot on the shipping cost. If the goods are lightweight, make sure that they are small so that you can buy many pieces to make 1 kg. And also avoid buying too heavy goods, especially when you are a starter. In this way, you will save a lot on the shipping cost. If your goods are lightweight, the goods you are selling, maybe it's a wholesale product but it's lightweight, what I will advise you to do is to do the groupage by yourself, like to buy mix lightweight goods with some other goods that are a little bit heavyweight to balance the weight. Before shipping. And what you can do, you can, if you are buying from different suppliers, you can send to the shipping agent, to the shipping company warehouse, and ask them to put them together in one box. Sometimes it's additional service. You can ask them to do that, to put together in one box to balance the weight before shipping. In this way, you can also save on shipping cost. Another way to save on shipping cost is to ship by sea. It's the time it's a little bit slower, but it's cost saving. You can save more money when shipping by sea, especially when you have those kind of lightweight goods, because they will just measure the volume of your goods before shipping. Also, you can mix the goods, lightweight goods, with some heavyweight goods to ship by sea. So by this way, you will also save more on the shipping cost. Another way to save on the shipping cost is to find shipping agents who do special line to your country or to the country where you want to ship, or to the country of your customers. Find shipping agents who have special lines. Means that they have an office in that country that can do the custom clearance, and your customer can just go pick up the goods at their warehouse. How you will save? Because their cost might be cheap, not really cheap, but better than if you are sending by yourself by express. The special line, what they do if you are sending by air, they do themselves groupage. Means that they take many other customers' goods, they put together, and they ship by tons, even by air. This way you will save on the shipping cost, because, for example, when you have lightweight goods, the shipping agents, they will take your goods and try to put it together with some other goods. Maybe they can open your box and put other goods together. They know how they separate it, because at the country of destination, it's them, they will do the custom clearance, and you will just go to their warehouse, pick up the goods. So for the special line, sometimes, most of the time, they will not charge you the volume weight that I talk about at the beginning of the video when you are shipping by air, because they know how they will open the box and balance the weight. It's only if your goods it's very light and they cannot open to put other goods inside. In that case, they will charge you the volume weight. But with them, you also save more on the shipping cost. The last tip I will share with you about how to save on shipping cost when shipping by air is to send your goods by air cargo, and this you should have at least 45 kgs of goods sent by air cargo and do the custom clearance in your country of destination. This way it might be also cheaper, because by air cargo is cheap. You get the weigh bill by yourself and you go to the custom of your country. You can go at the airport, you ask the customs office, you go, you take information, what procedure you need to do the custom clearance. That way you will save also a lot on the shipping cost. That will be all for this video. Don't miss the next video. We talk about drop shipping, we talk about the shipping time and more other topics. Pour tous ceux qui s'expriment mieux en français, n'hésitez pas à m'écrire en commentaire pour poser des questions si vous en avez. Je vais essayer de trouver le temps pour vous répondre.